fits and how sticky that particular section is. So, yes.
Just to add to that, before I started working in the dealership, that's one of the first places I went. I looked at all the salespeople and who was working there, so I was just reaffirming what you're saying.
Yep. I firmly believe that's where today's customers are getting their first impression of us, our digital footprint. So I need to ask you something. Well, I'll just tell you that some of my clients, some of my dealer clients, well, some of them have meet our staff and you click and there's nothing there. Really? Some of them have pictures of some of them just have paragraphs describing. That's not going to be good enough. Most of them have pictures with the salesperson's name and their direct email link, which is better than nothing, but it's not good enough. What I suggest is that you have that as like a navigation page, meet our staff, but when they click on your picture, have it linked to your individual page, parked there on your store server. And on that page, not only is the blow-up of your professional portrait, but also 2 or 3 other pictures of you being a normal person, okay?
A real human being.
Yeah, personal things. Now, not what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas pictures, right? But let them see you with family, or let them see you on the pitch if you're into soccer, or whatever you do, right? So here's some guidelines that typically is not in this workshop that I'm going to share with you. You may want to write this down. Seeing as how you wanted, the first thing out of your mouths was digital footprint, what you wanted. So encourage and you may have to lobby your store a little bit to get them to open. It doesn't cost anything, by the way. It takes very little space. But you want your picture to actually link to an individual page. On that page, as I shared with you before, your professional portrait, and then a couple other pictures, either professional or personal. You want to have 2 paragraphs only. You don't want to have a full bio, but 1 paragraph about you professionally, your awards, what makes you different as a salesperson, how long you've been in the business, whatever your sales persona is, whatever you're trying to project, and we'll cover that later today. That needs to be the centerpiece of that first paragraph. And then the second paragraph is introduce yourself as a normal person. You know, this is what I do. I'm a dad, I'm a mom, here's my kids, here's where I live, here's what I do, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Right. Also on that page should be a link to your introductory video. This video should probably be a little more institutionalized rather than the other videos that we're going to share and show examples of later. So maybe it's going to be green screen. Certainly you want to be dressed for business. It needs to be 30 to 45 seconds, nothing more than that. And essentially, you're going to share with them what makes you different as a salesperson, why someone should do business with you. That introductory video should also be parked at your YouTube channel or on your personal website, however you are wired. And for those of you who don't have a personal YouTube channel, we're going to cover that later on today. But certainly on your dealership's website, you need to have a better representation of who you are and what separates you from the other car people in your market.
How do we get our dealerships to care about that?
All you have to do is keep lobbying them, telling them. Actually, a real good way is to have your IT guy pull up the analytics. Just pull up the numbers. Like I said, many of my stores, their customers are spending as much time on Meet the Staff as in their inventories. That may be the case for your store too, unless you're Meet the Staff. Oh, by the way, don't let your IT guy write. Please, write it. There's no offense to the IT guys out there. You need to write it yourself, okay? And it's going to take some time because just changes of drag. It requires a change of filters, a change of perspective, and effort. So, but your salespeople, all you can do, matter of fact, it's your responsibility to let them know what's changing. Remember, they see the business through their prism, through their filter. It's your responsibility to help them see it through a different light. But make no mistake, our first impression, the customer's first impression, more times than not is happening before they ever set foot in the dealership.